Hello students, in this session we will be discussing second method of preparing bank reconciliation statement. Now in this second method everything is same as first method, but the only thing that is different is at starting we will take credit balance of our cash book. You must have seen in previous session at the starting we used to take debit balance of cash book, that is favorable, but in this method we will be taking unfavorable balance of cash book, that is credit balance. Now if the cash book shows a credit balance, that means overdraft balance at the start, the overdraft balance will be written in minus column, because favorable balance or debit balance of cash book we used to write in plus column, but since this is opposite, that is credit balance, we will write it in minus column and everything will be same as before, okay, as usual. Now let us see. Now whenever you start preparing a bank reconciliation statement, you first try to check out what is the question is asking. Okay, now in this question, the question is asking to prepare bank reconciliation statement as on 31st December 2017. So at the starting you can just simply write as on 31st December 2017. Now let us see the details of the question. Now we know that it is showing overdraft balance of Mr. Vivek as 45,000. Now since this is overdraft balance, we will write this 45,000 in minus column. Okay, here I have kept minus sign so that we will know that it is written in the minus column. Now let us see the first transaction. A bill receivable for 5,000 previously discounted with the bank had been dishonored and debited in the passbook. Now first let us try to understand what is meant by bill receivable. Okay, now bill receivable is nothing but it will be a piece of paper. Okay, it will be a piece of paper, and by showing this paper to the bank, we will be able to receive certain amount of money that is mentioned in this paper. Okay, now in this transaction we have bill receivable of 5,000. Okay, now previously discounted means we have already taken out 5,000 from bank by showing this bill receivable. Okay, but at the later stage that bill receivable became dishonored. Okay, and the money was deducted from our bank account, that means money was taken out from our bank balance. So what does that mean? Our cash book is showing that we received 5,000, but our passbook is showing that 5,000 was deducted from our bank account. That means our cash book is showing 5,000 more than our passbook, and what we have to do is that we have to write this 5,000 in the minus column. Okay, then next is interest on investment collected by the bank and credited in the passbook. That means 1,500 of amount was received in our bank account, but we didn't record it in cash book. So in order to equate cash book and passbook balance, we have to add this 1,500 in our cash book. Okay, then next is checks deposited into bank but not yet collected for rupees 7,500. Means we deposited some check, okay, into bank, means our cash book is showing that we received 7,500 in our bank account, but it was not yet collected by the bank. That means our passbook is not showing that we have received 7,500. So what we will do is that we will just simply deduct this from our cash book so that our cash book and passbook will be equal. Then next we have interest charged by the bank, means on overdraft balance, means bank they deducted 1,850 from our bank balance on case as a charge on overdraft balance, but this was not recorded in the cash book, so we will deduct this 1,850 from our cash book. Then next is checks issued but not yet presented for payment, means we issued some check to our customer or creditor, okay, but it was not yet presented by them for payment. That means according to cash book we have already made payment of 11,350, but in reality we haven't paid yet. Okay, so our cash book is showing 11,350 less than our passbook, so we will just put it in the plus column and our cash book and passbook will be equal. Then next we have received a payment directly from a customer into bank account. 12,500 means our passbook is showing that we received 12,500, but our cash book is not showing that. So what we will do is that we will just add this 12,500 in the cash book, so our cash book balance and passbook balance will be equal. Then next we have checks recorded in the cash book but not sent to the bank for collection. Means we recorded in the cash book that we have received 17,500 from the bank, but our cash book is not our passbook is not showing that because we have not sent this check to the bank. Okay, so that means our cash book is showing 17,500 more than our passbook. So what we will do is that we will just put this one in minus column. Then next is bank charges debited as per passbook. Means debited means bank charges was taken out from our bank account of rupees 500. So our passbook is 500 less than our cash book. So what we will do is that we will just deduct this 500 from our cash book. Okay, now yes, in previous session we have seen that at first we will write credit balance or debit balance as per cash book. Then we used to write add, then after leaving some space we used to write less. Okay, but instead of doing that, you can just simply write 1 2 3 4 serial number as given in the question, and you can write the amount in plus or minus item where whichever transaction we want. Okay, now let's see. First we have credit balance or overdraft balance as per cash book. Since it will be written it is unfavorable balance as per cash book, we will write it in the credit side, minus sign. Okay, minus items. Then next our Roman number 1 was bill receivable for 5,000 previously discounted, so we were supposed to write it in minus item. So at the starting we will write the heading, okay, bill receivable discounted. So since we are supposed to write this in minus column, we will write in here minus 5,000. Okay, then next our Roman number 2, we are supposed to write in plus item, that is interest on investment collected by the bank. So you can just simply short, means you can cut this sentence and you can write investment on collected by bank but not recorded in cash book. So it is up to you. Until means if your particulars or if your points are making sense, and then even shortcut is okay. Okay, then interest is credited in the passbook, we will write it in the plus item. Then next point number 3, we are supposed to write it in minus item, so we will just put Roman number 3 in here. We will write the heading and we will write the amount in minus item. So after doing that, after writing all the transactions according to their plus or minus column, we found out that plus item is 25,350 and minus item is 77,350. Simply we can see that minus column is more than our plus column. So what we will do is that we will just simply deduct this we will deduct 25,350 from 77,350 and we got 5,000 to 52,000. Okay, since our minus column is more, we will write in the minus column. Okay, balancing figure. So since the minus sign is more, so what we will do is that we will write opposite. That is, earlier we had credit balance, so in here opposite will be debit balance, and we started with cash book, we will get at the last passbook. Okay, now let us see next illustration, that is illustration number 7. Now in this illustration, let us see what will be the heading of our reconciliation statement. We will write bank reconciliation statement as on 31st January 2017. Okay, so remember that we are preparing this reconciliation statement on 31st of January 2017. Now let us start analyzing the question. On 31st January 2017, my cash book showed a bank overdraft of 12,500. That means credit balance as per cash book. So this 12,500 will be written in, we have to write this in the minus column. Okay. On comparing it with the passbook, the following differences were noted. So the differences were: first, cash and checks amounting to 1,340 were sent to bank on 27 January. Now first try to understand this part of the transaction. Okay, it is saying that cash and checks amounting to rupees 1340 were sent to bank on 27 January. Means according to cash book, we already received 1340 in our bank account. Okay, now they said, but checks worth rupees 230 were credited on 2nd February. Okay, now first let us try to understand this part. Okay, checks worth rupees 230 were credited on 2nd February. Means we are preparing reconciliation statement on 31st January, but 230 actually we received on 2nd February. That means till 31st January our cash book is showing 200 more than the actual receipt of money. Okay, so what we will do is that we will just simply deduct this 230 and then we can say that our cash book is equal to our passbook. Okay, now again the last part of this transaction is, and one check for 45 was returned by them as dishonored on 4th February. That means another check of rupees 45 was not received in our bank account. Okay, because it was dishonored on 4th February. That means again our cash book is showing 45 more than our passbook. So again this 45 will be deducted from our cash book. Okay, now see in here 230 and 445 will be written in the minus item. Okay, then next let us see the next transaction. During the month of January, I issued checks worth rupees 1670 to my creditors. Now till here you try to understand that according to cash book till 31st January 2017 I already paid 1670 to my creditor. Okay, I'm talking about cash book. According to cash book we have already paid 1670, but there is a catch. Okay, out of these checks worth rupees 1370 presented for payment on 5th February. Means out of this 1670, actual payment of 1370 were made on 5th February. Okay, that means this 1370 we are showing excess in payment in the month of January in our cash book. So what we will do is that we will simply just add this 1370 in our cash book. That means so that we can equate our cash book and passbook. Now next transaction is, according to my standing orders, the bankers have paid during the month of January the following. Means in the month of January, bank has paid life insurance premium 170, television license fee 120, then driving license fee 22. But this was not recorded in my cash book. Means my cash book is showing more amount than my passbook. So what we can do is that we can just simply deduct this from our cash book so that our passbook and cash book will show equal amount. Okay, then next is, my bankers have collected 150 as dividend on the shares. Means according to passbook I have received 150, but my cash book is not showing that. So I will just add this 150 in my cash book so that my cash book and passbook will be equal. Okay, then my bankers have given me wrong credit for 150. That means according to my passbook it is showing that 150 was mistakenly given to me by the bank. That means my passbook is showing 150 more than my cash book. So I will just simply add this 150 in my cash book so that my cash book and passbook is equal. Okay, then next is interest charged by the bank rupees 125. Means 125 was deducted from my bank account but was not recorded in cash book. So since this is a payment and my cash book is showing more than passbook, I will just simply deduct this from the cash book so that my cash balance my bank balance and my bank passbook is showing the same amount. Okay, now let us see how many plus items we got from this question. First is this one, then 2, 3. Okay, now let us see how many items we have in the plus items. Here see 1, 2 and 3, and the remaining were in the minus item. Okay, so let us see. we have plus again minus item, we have more than our plus item, so it will be opposite of the starting one. We had credit balance at the starting, that means we will have debit balance at the end, and as per cash book we will write as per passbook. Okay, now it is up to you whether you want to write overdraft balance in both the cases or if you want to avoid it. Simply just writing debit balance or credit balance is enough. Okay, now let us see the next illustration, that is illustration number 8. Now again at the starting we will see on which date we are supposed to prepare our bank reconciliation statement. Now it is on 31st March 2017. Remember, this date also plays a very important role. Okay, in previous question we have seen that there were some transactions that took place after the particular date on which we were supposed to prepare bank reconciliation statement, so date plays a very important role in preparing this account. Okay, now let us see. First we have credit balance, that is overdraft balance as per cash book 25,000. That means since this is a credit balance, we will write it in minus item column. Then next we have checks paid into bank for collection 60,000. Okay, but checks of 24,000 could only be collected in March 2017. Means according to cash book we received 60,000. Okay, checks paid into bank for collection means our bank was supposed to collect 60,000, and according to cash book we have received 60,000 in the month of March, but in actual only 24,000 was collected in our bank account. That means the difference amount, that is 60,000 minus 24,000, that is 36,000, is showing excess in our cash book. So this 36,000, what we will do is that we will deduct from our cash book. Okay, now here see 36,000 is deducted from cash book. Then next we have a check of 3,500 issued to a creditor. Means according to cash book we already issued a check of rupees 3,500. Means we paid. Okay, according to cash book we have already paid 3,500 to a creditor, but was entered by mistake in the cash column. So since we paid check, okay, instead of writing it down in the bank column, we wrote it down in our cash column. So what we will do is that we will simply just add this 3,500 in our bank column. Okay, wait, now let's try to understand this question properly. Okay, wait, so this 3,500 was issued to a creditor. We actually paid, okay, but it was recorded in the cash column. That means the cash is showing 3,500 more than the passbook. So what we will do is that we will just simply deduct this 3,500. Okay, be very much careful. Then next is a check of 10,000 issued on 22nd March. So according to cash book we paid a check of rupees 10,000 on 22nd March, but it was not presented for payment, whereas it was recorded twice in the cash book. Means we issued a check of 10,000 on 22nd March, but it was recorded twice. That means twice of 10,000 is 20,000. Okay, 20,000. Okay, I'm writing 20k. That means 20,000 was recorded in our cash book that we have paid. Okay, but in actual it was not deducted. Neither 20,000 nor 10,000 was deducted from our bank account. So that means our cash book is showing 20,000 more than our passbook. So what we will do is that we will just simply write this 20k in the minus column, or we will deduct 20,000 from our cash book so that our cash book balance and passbook balance will be equal. Oh sorry, it is payment. Okay, check issued means we have paid, not collected. I was thinking we collected check. Okay, now according to cash book we have made payment of 20,000, so our cash book is showing 20,000 less than passbook. So in order to bring up the balance of cash book and equate it with the passbook, we just have to add this 20,000. Okay, so it will be it will come in the plus column. Now next is a bill receivable for 8,000 previously discounted with the bank had been dishonored. Now bill receivable. There was a bill receivable to with us, and its value was 8,000. Okay, now we already took it to the bank and discounted it, and we received 8,000. Okay, so our cash book is showing that we received 8,000, but later on we knew that it got dishonored. So what they did is that they deducted 800 from our bank account. Okay, and they took another 125 as bank charges regarding this dishonored bill receivable. Okay, so what is that means according to cash book we received 8,000, but in actual it got dishonored and we didn't receive 8,000 at all. So our cash book is showing 8,000 more than our passbook, so that means it will show we will write this 8,000 in the minus column so that we can deduct from our cash book, and our cash book and passbook will be equal. Then later on again, when bank charged 125 from our bank account, that was also not recorded in our cash book, so again we will deduct this 125 from our cash book. Okay, now see, we wrote it in minus column. Then the last transaction, that is in the cash book, a bank charge of 150 was recorded twice. Okay, now first let us see what is meant by this. Now bank, they took charge 150 from our account, but in cash book by mistake we wrote it twice. That means 150 extra amount was recorded in the cash book as bank charge. So what we will do is that we will just simply add this 150 in our cash book. Okay, so 150 we wrote it in the plus column. Now remember, don't think that twice means we have to double it and write it in plus column, because 150 actually charge was taken from the account. Okay, so we have to think about that also. 150 was actually taken out from our bank account, so we were supposed to deduct 150 from our cash book, but what we did is that we recorded 300 as bank charge in our cash book. So the remaining 150, that is 300 minus 150, that 150 was extra payment recorded in the cash book, so that only 150 we added. Okay, then next we have, while another bank charge of 40 was not recorded at all. That means 40 was taken as bank charge, but we forgot to record it in cash book. So what we will do is that we will deduct this 140 in the cash book. Okay, now see, again we have minus item more than plus item, so this will be opposite, that is debit balance as per passbook. Okay, now let us see the last illustration for this session, that is illustration number 9. Okay, now first, on which date we are supposed to make the bank reconciliation statement. It is here. Prepare a bank reconciliation as on 31st March 2018. Okay, now let us see the transactions. On 31st March 2018, the bank column of the cash book of Mr. Dinesh disclosed an overdraft balance, that is credit balance as per cash book of rupees 16,600. That means it will come in the minus column. Okay, and we have some transactions. Let us see. Checks were deposited into bank for 32,000. Now according to cash book, we received 32,000 in our bank account, but out of these checks for 9,200 were collected and credited in April. Okay, but out of this 32,000, 9,200 was deposited in April. Okay, so the remaining amount was the actual amount that we received in our passbook. So the difference will be 32,000 minus 9,200. The remaining amount, what we have to do is that it is showing extra in our cash book, so we will deduct this one. Okay, let us see the checks deposited but credited in April. So wait, let me tell you again. Checks were deposited into bank for 32,000. So according to our cash book, we received 32,000 in the month of March, but actually the remaining 9, but of these checks 9,200 were collected and credited in April. That means 9,200 we received in April. Okay, so that means sorry again, 32,000 is showing in our cash book that we received. Okay, but we didn't receive 32,000 exactly in the month of March. 9,200 was received in April. That means actually 9,000 was missing in the March month, so that 9,200 will be deducted from cash book, because we are showing 9,200 more that we received in March. Okay, so we will just simply deduct this one, not the difference, but this is not the difference, but this 9,200 will be deducted from our cash book. The next is checks were issued for 15,000, means we paid check to someone worth rupees 15,000, out of which checks for 12,000 had been presented for payment in March. Means according to cash book we paid 15,000, but in actual 12,000 were only paid. Okay, the remaining 3,000 that is showing extra payment in cash book is to be added. Okay, the remaining amount, that is 3,000, will be written in the plus item. Okay, the next is in March Mr. Dinesh had discounted a bill of exchange of 20,000. That means in the month of March Mr. Dinesh, he had a bill of exchange and he discounted it, and at a discount of 800, but 20,000 were entered in the cash book. Means when we discount a bill of exchange, the bank, they deducted 800 and the remaining amount, that is 19,200, were actually paid into our bank account. Okay, but according to cash book we wrote 20,000. That means this 800 is showing more in our cash book. So what we will do is that we will just deduct this 800 and we will have equal amount of cash book and passbook balance. Okay, then next is no entry is made in the cash book of an amount of 12,200 directly deposited by customer in the bank. That means we actually received 12,200 in our bank account. It was recorded in passbook, but we didn't make any entry in cash book, so our cash book is showing less amount than our passbook. So we will just simply add this 12,200 in cash book. Okay, then next we have payment of insurance premium of 4,000. That means we paid insurance premium and we received again insurance claim of 16,000, and both of these appeared in the passbook but not entered in the cash book. Now when we make payment insurance premium, that means in passbook it is shown payment but not in the cash book. So what we will do is that we will just simply deduct this payment from cash book and we will add this 16,000 of receipt of insurance claim in the cash book. Okay, the next, a check of 7,000 issued to Mr. Naresh was omitted to be recorded in the cash book. Now we actually issued a check worth rupees 7,000 to Mr. Naresh, but we forgot to record it in cash book. So since this is payment, we will just deduct this from our cash book. Okay, the next, bank column of the payment side of the cash book was undercast by 2,000. Now in cash book, you know, we have two sides, debit side and credit side. Now credit side is nothing but payment side, and in that payment side our bank column is missing this 2,000. Okay, that means we actually paid 2,000 but it was not recorded in the cash book, so we will just write it down in the minus column. Okay, here. Then next, the last, we have a check of rupees 5,600 issued to Mr. Rajesh. Okay, it was entered in the cash column of the cash book. Instead of writing it down in the bank column, we wrote it down in the cash column. So what we will do is that we will just simply deduct this 5,600. Deduct means we will write it in the minus column. Now earlier we used to find out total of both plus column and minus column. Then we used to find, and then we used to close the account, and after that we used to write plus or means which side we used to have more, plus column or minus column. But this time they are doing it little bit differently. Now it's up to you whether you like the previous one or this one. Okay, they have done nothing but they just roughly found out the total of plus item and minus item, and after that they found out the difference, and it was found out that this side, debit side, okay, sorry, not debit side, plus item is lacking 14,000. So that 14,000 is nothing but balancing figure. And since again in this question we can see that minus side is more, so it is nothing but overdraft as per passbook, or you can just write debit balance as per passbook. Okay, it is up to you whether you like to close the account in this manner or the previous manner. Okay, now this all illustrations we discussed about how to prepare a bank reconciliation starting with credit balance or unfavorable balance as per cash book. Okay, I hope you understood these illustrations and try to practice the practical question given in your textbook. Okay, for this session we will wind up here. Thank you.